What's up, my fishing friends? Your favorite expert is back with the freshest intel for our beloved Australian waters. Today, we're diving deep into the forecast for the 21st of November 2025. Now, this isn't just any day. It's a fascinating mix of conditions that could lead to some truly memorable catches if you know where to look and what to use. We've got cooler air temperatures than the November average, but don't let that fool you. The water is still warming up, and the fish are definitely feeling the call to feed. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear game plan to tackle the Australian waters on this unique late spring day. All right, let's talk tactics for some of Australia's most exciting species this time of year. First up, let's chat about snapper ads. These beauties are becoming increasingly active with the rising water temperatures, especially along the New South Wales coast, where the water is hovering around 19 to 20 degrees Celsius. You'll want to target them over inshore reefs, broken ground, and deeper channels within estuaries. My advice, friends, is to hit those early morning or late afternoon bites. That's when they're most confident. For tackle, a paternoster rig with a running sinker is a classic choice. Fresh pilchards, squid, or slimy mackerel are irresistible baits. If you're a lure enthusiast, slow, jigged soft plastics in natural colors worked along the bottom can be incredibly effective. The snapper are hungry, moving into shallower waters to feed as the temperatures climb. Next, we've got the cunning flathead. These excellent ambush predators are widely distributed in estuaries and bays across Australia. As the water temperature creeps up, they're moving out of their deeper winter haunts and onto the shallow sand and mudflats to feed. On talking depths of 1 to 3 meters. Look for drop-offs, weedbed edges, and channels where they can lie in wait for prawns and baitfish. My go-to strategy is to drift soft plastics, working them slowly and methodically over sandy patches. A 3 to 4 inch paddle tail or curly tail grub in natural baitfish or prawn colors will be irresistible. If bait is your preference, small pilchards or fresh prawns are always winners. And finally, for a bit of fun in the shallows, let's focus on whiting. Both sand and yellowfin whiting are around in November and are particularly active on the run-in tide over clear shallows. You'll want to be casting your lines in clear shallow banks around sand hills and into the gutters and sand holes close to shore. Keep an eye out for feeding dugongs. Where they're digging, the whiting are often close behind, feasting on whatever gets stirred up. For tackle, a good old paternoster rig for drifting is hard to beat, with fresh yarbies or worms being your go-to baits. Now for the nitty-gritty, the theoretical base for our forecast. Weather-wise, for the 21st of November 2025, we're looking at average temperatures across Australia around 17 to 18 degrees Celsius during the day, dropping to about 15 degrees Celsius overnight in places like Sydney. We might see some very light patchy rain, perhaps 1 to 2 millimeters, throughout the day. The average wind speed for November in Australia is around 18 kilometers per hour, so expect breezy to potentially windy conditions. This cooler air and light rain could make the fish a bit cautious, but stable atmospheric pressure, which is typical after the spring transitions, is generally a good sign for fishing. Water temperatures. Across Australian coastal waters are steadily rising, a trend we absolutely love this time of year. In Sydney, we're seeing comfortable readings around 19 to 20 degrees Celsius. This warming trend is a massive signal to fish. It's time to feed heavily before the intense summer heat sets in. This boosts their metabolism and makes them incredibly active. As for the same-moon phase, on the 21st of November 2025, we'll be under a waxing crescent moon. It's just 1 to 2 days after the new moon, with very low illumination, about 1 to 2%. Now, some old-timers say that during this phase, those transitional periods of dawn and dusk become even more crucial. The fish will use these low-light conditions to their advantage, so being on the water early and staying late can be incredibly rewarding. We're expecting moderate tidal movement, which is always a plus. Considering all these factors, the generally stable, albeit cooler, weather, steadily rising water temperatures, and the increasing biological activity, my overall assessment for fishing on November 21st, 2025 is a TE moderate to good bite, with some moments being a bit capricious due to the cooler air and possibility of light showers. This is a day for active fish, eager to feed before the full summer heat truly sets in. The key, my friends, is to be observant, adapt to local conditions, and hit those prime feeding windows, especially around dawn and dusk. So there you have it, my friends. Get out there, enjoy the incredible fishing Australia has to offer, and may your lines be tight and your coolers full. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful, and tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to baits for flathead in late spring? Or what's your biggest snapper catch this season? I love hearing your stories. Until next time, tight lines and happy fishing.